Ooh, baby. Look, happy Wednesday. Happy Wind Down Wednesday. Happiest hour. Pinky's up. Now, I just took my scarf off because I was about to do my little weekly little treatment. Y'all want to see? hmm Smells amazing. This is literally all I put in my hair, and I get it from my stylist. Don't worry about it. I was not feeling well. I have been having what you call a happy Wednesday, happy wind down Wednesday. Welcome to Cruise with Key. I am Key. All right. Now that we got that out the way, you guys, I know y'all like, why she look like that? I was in a pain yesterday at work, and I mean, I was experiencing it over the weekend, but y'all right now I have endometriosis, and having endometriosis can be a little tricky. And so because of that, sometimes I can have a flare, and I have them every month. Let's just say that. I have flares. I won't say I have flares every month. I cramp every month. Y'all know I told you I had a hysterectomy, but just like the doctor just informed me last week when I went, um, that because of the disease, it at any given moment, um, I'll have a flare, but that has nothing to do with what I will experience every month because your body, because I still have my ovaries and my body is like, I got to release some blood. And so the endometrial disease still like attack you, if you will, because it's like I got to release some blood. So I'm going to go through the whole cramping. Oh my gosh, the pain in my breast feels like a pregnant woman. Like every month, it is so increasingly painful. So I knew that, okay, you're cramping, you about to, come on your cycle or whatever. Cause I was experiencing, I could feel it in my mood and all that. But being at work yesterday, I really was like, okay, this is it hurt, and it reminded me of last week, how excruciating it was. Even when I went to my doctor's appointment, ladies, you ever went to the doctor and she doing your exam and you had to touch her hand? Cause who you, baby, this a fragile package. You gotta handle with care. Baby, this ain't just this is not a, ain't nobody tell you get no shovel to dig a ditch. Now what we doing? No, baby, you gotta handle with care. I mean, it was to the point where it was painful. So at any rate, I can tell the difference between having my monthly regular cramp or whatever than having a flare. So long story short, I reached out to my supervisor to request to telework today, and I did. And then, logged off, and so I get myself prepared, with the possibility of going into the office tomorrow. And um weekly, like I said, I do my little hair, I just go down and all of that, and even get my little, I don't play. And then I was like, you know what? Well, since your scarf is off and you about to go through your little process, you might as well do your cruise with Kate. I know you don't feel well, but you're here, and why put off tomorrow what you can do today? I don't know how I might feel tomorrow. I don't know. So here I am. That was a lot. So let's take a sip. And you see the glass off. I had to rinse it out. I was like, oh, well, time for a glass of wine. Rinse your little glass out. And then that'll be it. It's not fun. A glass of wine is absolutely fine. I don't care what type of pain you are in. You get your nice little dry red wine, baby. You're not thinking about the, it depends on the pain. But I might right now. Um, if I was not capable literally to do this, I wouldn't. So I'm glad that I'm here. And God gave me something to talk about. Today we're gonna talk about what pushing looks like. It's ironic that he gave me that today because oftentimes I know I tell you all like I'm not coming on here that I don't feel like myself. I'm not coming on here to give you half of me, pieces of me. All of me wants all of you. So um I'm gonna give you all of it. I'm gonna give it to you raw. And so today, he just, it just came to me, push, and it was literally, how sometimes you could just hear God's voice, and it was like, pray until something happens. But it didn't, because that's what everybody say. Because when it hit me, it was like, pray until shift happens. And I was like, but I don't think I ever heard that. I've heard people say pray until something happens, but pray until shift happens. I said, oh, I gotta write this down. Pray until shift happens. And I feel like, my prayer life has definitely been increased a great deal. And I also think it came because I was just, I'm like, I'm at home, I'm in, pain. I'm working, but I'm actually in the house. So there are certain things that I normally do after work that I can actually just handle right now and then actually just enjoy the rest of my evening trying to feel better and mentally and physically and emotionally is very important that you take that time out to feel better. And I was just, I was doing some laundry and I just like, it won't always be like this, and then I was like, it will be all right. Like, that's two different gospel artists. You got Van Sean Mitchell, who has Turning Around for Me, and then you have PJ Morton, all right, all right. Dun, dun, dun. All right, all right. You should look it up. It's so dope. But I was just singing, and when I do that, it's like I can feel what I'm saying, and I guess that's when pray until shift happens come, because number one, it's turning around. Weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. We'll deal with that another day, but that morning has nothing to do with what you think it means. Oh, it's so good. Weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. Uh-huh. Yeah, ain't got nothing to do with the sun rising, okay? Ain't got nothing to do with grand rising. It has nothing to do with the sun. Nothing. But we're gonna back up out of that. So I won't be before you long. Um, but then so you have, weeping may endure for a night, joy come in the morning. So it's turning around. Trust me, it's turning around, and it's going to be all right. No matter what, it's going to be all right. So if you could just pray until shift happens, like just don't stop praying. I think I was telling y'all about it last week, where when God was like, who is this that's keep bothering me? This is lady in Luke who she, heard God was going around healing. And so she, he kept hearing her prayers. And in the NIV version, bother means, the fact that she just kept on praying. She just never stopped. And that's me all the time. I was just telling a friend early today, and I just was like, I just love praying. And I was like, I realized I'm absolutely more specific in my prayer life. And I thank God for that. I think I've said it before. Shout out to Darius, I think his name Darius Daniels, if you will. And he's in this whole series about prayerology. And it's been so great. I missed the one for that he posted on Sunday. Plan to watch it this week because I mean I am big on either reading. Y'all know I used to tell y'all about books a lot. Either reading or to listening or watching, reading, listening, or watching um about things that self-help things. And for me, I know that I still need a lot of help. And I'm talking about in simple areas. Like, again, I'm not in this, oh, I'm dealing with so much trauma. Oh my God. All my life I had to fight. Like, nah, I'm not there. I'm in a place where I have to learn how to dwell in a healed place. I have to learn. See, I come with different things, and I gotta write it down. I have to learn how to dwell in a healed place. Cause I mean, here's the thing: why you always writing down something, kid? Cause y'all be thinking I be playing. I just wrote that. Like, I'm not playing with this journey. I'm not. Oh, you got some short little fat fingers. Um, yeah, I'm not. I'm really not playing. And so I have a tendency to jot down things all the time. I've been doing that for a very long time. Like cruise with key ideas. Yeah, real quick, cause y'all be trying to steal. Um, uh, uh, uh this says Friday the 24th of February, and it says 7:28 a.m. It says, although the crushing is uncomfortable, God uses it to develop the oil needed to set us apart so that when others experience our ministries and gifts, it will be evident that God's hand is upon us. Don't despise the crushing. Thank God for it. I didn't write who said that. I know I ain't say that now. I can be a little deep, little wonder, but at 7:28 a.m. on a work day. I don't think I normally I would have put who did that. I don't think that was me. I'm not about to do that. But again, that goes with push until shift happens. Don't despise the question because listen, shift is going to happen anyway. Why do you think we have detours? Why do you think that when you are driving and if you're listening to Waze or Google Maps or whoever you use, if in fact you take the wrong turn, it'll say rerouting, a shift just happened. There are times when you're driving, and especially lately, if you live in DC, they are doing something on Pennsylvania Avenue. And for some reason, I still went that way. Be like, man, they should be finished by now. And I be like, you're literally sitting here knowing that there's a faster way that won't take you home, but because you ain't no rush, you be like, it's all right. I know another way anyway. But then next week, the last time I did it, which was the last time that I did it, it was like 40 minutes to get home. I was like, I don't live that far. Like, why would it take 40? And then I was like, okay, well, let me do this because that's just crazy. And then it'll be like, well, some, but you're still on the fastest route. Oh, oh. So a shift happened that I don't know nothing about, but they're letting me know you're still on the fastest route. So it's like it doesn't matter what's happening in your life. Come what may, weeping may endure for a night, but joy come in the morning. Shifts happen. Let me tell you how I know shifts happen. We got 4 seasons: winter, spring, summer, fall. Hey, deeper seasons, tell it all. They and do because shifts happen in every season that we experience. If you think about how life has been these last 3 months, how many times did shifts happen? People didn't find out they was pregnant, huh? People didn't find out that their child is pregnant. People didn't find out that they are getting laid off. People are finding out that that the application that they apply for has been referred to the hiring manager. Uh, uh, People are being healed. People are being delivered. People are being set free. People are just receiving things. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of shifts that are happening, and you have to pray until the shift happens, because a delay does not mean a denial. I hope you know that. And that's why you have to, what's that song by Tisha Campbell? Push. Come on now. You got to push until you get it right. Push. Yeah. Come on. Like, seriously, like, push until you get it right. Push until shift happens. Pray until shift happens. You can push too. Because again, regardless of how I felt today, I was like, push. This is what I want to do. This is what I enjoy doing because it helps me. And I'm sure it's helping you. I don't care if it helps one person. I don't care if it helps all 98 people that's on, that subscribe. Where two or three are gathered, God is in the midst. So even if it's just another person, God, I thank you. God, I thank you. I thank you. I thank God for all of you all. Trust me when I tell you, I thank God for all of you all. Even those that have left, I thank God for them because they got what they wanted. They got what they needed. And they was like, deuces, I'm on my new stuff. Like, which is cool. It's absolutely cool. Shifts happen. You know what I mean? And I think it's a great thing. I think it's a great thing that shifts happen. I was trying to show y'all some, just other stuff about just July 29th, 2025, 6:37 p.m. What does your world look like? Very first thing says God. Second thing says heart, mind, body, soul, consistency, patience, integrity, loyalty, unconditional love, understanding, openness, vulnerability. I wanted a, I want it all. Like, that's what my world looks like. See, I ain't say nothing materialistic. I don't care about that stuff. Do I deserve it, baby? I deserve the world. But this world that I live in, and this joy that I have, the world didn't give it, and the world can't take it away. And God got the whole world in his hand. So my world wants to, have some type of a glimpse of what heaven looks like, which is why, there's no gossip in me, there's no drama in me, there's no I don't have no bitterness, I don't have no hatred. Do I like everybody? Absolutely not. But I love everybody. So even the people that I dislike, if in fact they was to reach out to me, contact me, approach me, whatever the case may be, and they need me and I can help, baby, I'm never going to be like, well, I don't even like you. Like, why are you here? Like, it's just not in me to do that. I know that I'm human. Trust me when I tell you. I know that I'm human. But in the midst of being human, I'm also a woman that desires to be a better woman and a woman of God. Like, when you see me, be like, oh, yeah. Baby girl, don't play. That's God's little daughter right there. Don't play with God's daughter. That's not the one you can play with. Don't play with her. She's not the one. Two, three, four, or five. But that's what I'm saying. Like, and this is why I decided to even still do this today, regardless of how I physically feel. I want to push until a shift happen. I have a doctor's appointment coming up on April 1st. I have another one, which is actually a procedure April 1st. And then I have to see a specialist after that, a new specialist on the 23rd, which will let me know the results of blood work and the procedure that I have to get done and things of that nature. And regardless of how I feel, I'm still praying until shift happens, because one, I don't want them to have to take the only two female organs that I got left. That will mentally do something to me, okay? Next month will be 10 years anyway that I had to have this emergency hysterectomy, which is still mind-boggling. And they had just reminded me last week that my last surgery was, I want to say, the April 2021. And it's like, I don't want to know. But I mean, we glad we did because they found some things going on. And I honestly think that's why I've been in so much excruciating pain. Again, sometimes it's random. I can be getting dressed, have my little plans, and the next minute, them cramps be coming, and it's like the spasms that come too. And for some reason, it feel like something just sitting on your pelvic area, and it feels like it's stretching too. What is that? What is that? Ain't nothing in there. Got a little bladder, huh? And I got a left and a right ovary. Ain't nothing else in there. Okay. So what is that? That's not normal. And I'm trying to tell you, women, that certain things that you feel and that you experience, baby, don't keep ignoring it. Go get that check. Guess what? Don't they take out that health insurance per paper, don't they? Use him and use him out. Okay? Yeah, do it. And while you doing it in the midst of going to these doctors, in the midst of you know it all, make sure that you pray until shift happens. Because though there's no cure for this, baby, that don't mean that there's no cure for me. And I mean, like they could go, might, one day I can just be free from pain. There's nothing. And I always pray. I pray every single day. God, continue to heal my body from the inside out, from the crown of my head to the soles of my feet. Please heal me, God. I pray for his deliverance. I pray for his comfort. I pray for his strength every single day. Every day. I'm not missing that. I pray for his grace. I pray for his mercy. I pray for his covering. I pray for his forgiveness. I pray for his faithfulness. I pray for his unfailing, unconditional love. And the more I keep praying these things, baby, a shift gonna have to happen. It's gonna have to. It's gonna have to. Trust me. That's all I got. It sounds like I got a little loud because you've been here long enough. You should know by now. Kid gets excited. Key, you call me Kid too, but this is Cruise with Key. Key gets excited about, I guess, testifying, and encouraging and ministering, whatever you want to call it. I get excited. Okay. I love me some me, and I love me some Jesus, and I love prayer. Pray until shift happens, because a shift gonna happen. Trust me. Detours happen all the time. Like I said, the best analogy that I can give you is driving. If you don't drive, baby, have you ever been on public transportation? And you know what time the train come, you standing on the platform, you know what time it's gonna get to your destination, all that. And the next minute, where is this train? Then all of a sudden they make an announcement and say, yeah, so there has been a major delay, yada, 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 yada. And then you like got to be more careful. You're not saying that, but you know what I mean. And you just be like, sheesh, this messed up my whole entire day. Just because a shift happens does not mean it messed up your entire day. I learned that when things like that happen, I learned to tell God, thank you. Hmm? God, I thank you for whatever you kept me from. Whatever shift just happened to make sure that I'm good because I'm precious cargo. God, I thank you. And see, and that's what we gotta do. Like while we praying until shift happen, we gotta say, God, I thank you for when it happens. I want another thing that I say when I'm praying, God, I thank you for what you're doing right now. Even in the midst of this prayer, God, I thank you for what you're doing right now. God, I thank you for what you're going to do. And God, I still thank you for what you've already done. I will never forget for what he's already done. There's a song, Jesus, I never forget what you've done for me. Jesus, I never forget how you set me free. Jesus, I never forget how you brought me out. Jesus, I never forget. No, never. I do not own the rights to that song. But when you grow up in Church of God in Christ, those are the songs you sing. And then you clap like this. Because your hands and your feet is the band. Ain't no musicians really in the Church of God of Christ. Baby, that's why, listen, I love, this is why I say I love Lisa B. Judge me all day long. She sip her little wine and she be talking about God and talk about healing and praying and pushing. Yeah. Why not? He said, don't be drunk. Be sober and vigilant. I'm never coming on here if I already drunk prior. Never. Because I know me. Here? Listen, if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. I've always said it. If I'm gonna do it, do everything in decency and in order. I'm not about to do that now. No. But what I will do is in this because I think you got it. Never stop praying. Never stop praying. And never stop pushing. Push until something happens. Push until shift happens. Pray until something happens. Pray until shift happens. Never stop praying. Never. And you would be amazed at any given moment. You're gonna be like, I I I, I can't believe it. That's why I say I need to literally learn how to dwell in a healed place because all oftentimes I just be like, too good to be true. Something gonna happen. Person, place, or thing. I don't have faith in how long something good is gonna last. Person, place, or thing. Doesn't matter who I'm with, where I am, excuse me, what I'm doing. It doesn't matter. But that's a problem that I'm working on, which is why I told y'all I'm still in therapy. Baby, I don't know how long I'm gonna be there. I don't know. But I am going to push until shift happens. All right now. Enjoy the rest of your Wednesday. Have a glass of wine while you at it. It doesn't always have to be red. I just like red. I just like dry red wine. Every now and again, I like a little nice little Chardonnay, little white little blend. I don't like Riesling. I gotta just, I just don't. But a nice Merlot, nice little Sauvignon Blanc, nice little no, I think that's white. Maybe that white and red. Nice little Malbec, you know, nice little Cabernet Sauvignon. I think that's what that is. I don't really like none of them Spanish wines and stuff because they sweet. I don't like dinner wines or none of that. But enjoy the rest of your Wednesday. Have a glass of wine. Enjoy the sun as much as you can because it's gonna start getting cold in a few hours. And then when you wake up, you're gonna be like, oh my gosh. These days are crazy. And enjoy your weekend, okay? And I'll be back next week, God willing, and the creek don't rise. Y'all remember that? All right. I love you. I appreciate you. Like, share, subscribe, comment, and welcome to Cruise with Key. Thank you for cruising with me.